Hey everyone, I said I was going to start a series about grieving. I've already did the introduction that not only did I do for school, but I used it as part one of this. And no, this is not a magic mic type of moment of me doing this. It's more for me just to get comfortable now, so I could do more talking. I want to talk to you about the stage 1 and stage 2, which is shock and numbness. Granted, they're two different stages, but they actually go hand in hand. Because you can't go numb unless you're in shock, in my opinion. As I've stated in previous video, which I did put a correction on there. I don't know how I got the time wrong, but I actually confused my little puppies, my little dogs' death of time, confused with my husband's. 12:52, actually it was 12:54, is when my little dog Eris was put down 3 weeks before he passed. And my husband passed November 22nd at 1:52 p.m. And his brother and sister were there by his side. Granted, I have a lot I could say about that, but that's not what this video is about. I want people to understand what people who grieve are going through, the pain they feel. I spent 12 years with him, and those is stage 1 and 2. Some days I'm still in shock of his passing. When the nurse came in and told us that he passed, I couldn't breathe. I was looking at him and it felt like he was just sleeping. Did I stop bawling? Of course. I didn't know what to think. I didn't want to leave him. His brother and sister needed to go and be with their mother, with his mother. And they had no idea how to get out of the hospital. Did I want to leave? No. Granted, his brother took care of signing the paperwork, but the nurses also didn't know that I was his legal husband at the time. He didn't want his mother to feel like she didn't have any power, and because me being legally his husband, I have all legal say, but that's the only reason why he didn't want his family knowing. Because it would hurt her even more that she couldn't do that final thing for her son. And he loved his mother so much, and I loved her too. She was a great woman. And hopefully her health gets better because she's now living with her daughter. And hopefully they can help each other through all this. I really do wish the best for them, despite everything that's gone down over the years. The misunderstandings or whatever it was that brought everybody to a negative point, which I still don't even understand. And I don't know if the reaction since his passing has just been because of grief. That's what I'm taking it as, because we're all grieving still. How do you truly accept losing somebody? We're all still in shock. Every time his birthday comes around, every time a holiday comes around, we're still in shock and numb on those days that he's not here. Still in shock that can't pick up a phone and just hear his voice. There's sometimes, some days I become very numb to the world, to where other people are literally going through stuff. And I've always been one to care about how they're feeling and want to be there for them. Because that's one of the things he loved and hated about me at the same time. Called me the White Knight. From the old, knight mythology. The White Knight was the hero, the Black Knight was the evil villain. White Knight always needed to come and save everybody. And that's how I always had been. But there's some days to where I'm just feeling so numb from the world around me that people are going through stuff and I'm just oblivious to it. All I can see in that moment is what I'm going through at that exact moment, which is almost every minute of every day. 20 months later, still, this is not an easy process. It's not because somebody wants to be rude, want to be ignorant, want to be just self-absorbed, because when you lose somebody and that pain just takes over your life, they're not being selfish. It's what they're trying to do to cope with the loss. And plus also, this is not just what people go through just when you lose somebody. You could be in shock, you could be in numbness when you get into a car accident and a part of your body is injured. You could be in shock and numb if someone that you were starting to like dumps you just out of the blue, no reason for it whatsoever. Or you could be in shock when a family decides to treat you poorly for reasons unknown, even though you clearly know the reasons, but they're so oblivious to it that you become shocked, numb, that is even happening. This is stuff I have seen and experienced from things in my life and what I've seen from my friends. Let's just take even something that people say I shouldn't talk about, probably. Granted. But I have experienced it on another level. Hatred. Even feeling the thing of hatred against you can put you through stages of grief. From people, from race, to what gays go through. I literally had a guy tell me that I could just go back into the closet. You know how insulting that was? As if it's the easiest thing around to do? Why do you think people have coming out stories? Coming out alone, just telling people that you're gay, which is something who you are, shouldn't be some big event. And worry about what people say. The mental strain that puts on someone's body, puts on someone's mind. To where there's some people that commit suicides over it. And then you get in shock over the fact that somebody can even say that. Then you become numb to it because you know it's part of the world, sadly. But unsure if I got the message across what shock and numb means, but hopefully I brought up enough examples to help you start understanding. This is part 2 of it, with more to come. Hopefully people will learn, share, pass on these videos, these knowledges, experiences. Maybe even add some of your own to it. I am putting this on YouTube, and I'm hoping, of course, for likes and sharing, because I want people to understand what people go through. That's why I wanted to do these videos. And hopefully it helps people out. Maybe to understand someone in their own life. Maybe they might be able to help them get through it more too. On the next video, I'll be talking about stage 3, disbelief. Tell me your own stories in the comments. Tell me what you want to hear on YouTube that no one's talking about when it comes to grieving, when it comes to pain people experience, what you could use help with. Let me know. Maybe I might be able to get other people to do videos of their own on those topics. We need to start helping each other, not hurting each other.